8th edition of Reggie Picks, your free data-driven sports pick. And we came off a big night in the NBA last night. 3-0, another sweep, our second sweep in 3 days. And we're going to keep it up with the NBA, and the playoffs keep rolling on and see if we can stay hot. Before we go into our May 8th, 3 free Reggie Picks in the NBA, let's review what we did yesterday. Like I said, came out 3-0. Three good picks. Tobias Harris for the Pistons. We had over 24.5 points and rebounds. He ended up with 28. Marcus Smart over 6.5 rebounds and assists. He ended up with 9. And Isaiah Hartenstein over 7.5 points. That was for the game, not for the first quarter. It says first quarter here. Let me go ahead and fix that. That was for the game. And he ended up with 10. He actually had 6 in the first quarter already for us, but ended up with 10 for the game. So that was a 3-0. That's what we look to do. I think we got 3 good ones today. We're going to try to do it again in the NBA. Before we get to those picks, head on over to NOVIG. NOVIG, download the NOVIG app. Use code REGGIEPICK. Spend $5, get $50 free in NOVIG coins. That's $50 free. Use code REGGIEPICKS when you sign up. All right, without further ado, let's see what we're going to sweep today. Let's go. First pick, oldie but goodie. Karl-Anthony Towns, over 5.5 assists for the Knicks. He's been over the last 5 playoff games. And again, there's no coincidence that the Knicks started blowing people out as the offense ran through him more. They didn't really blow out the Sixers last game, but you get my drift. They started winning, and it coincides with his assists. So expect that to continue tonight. Not sure if Anunoby's going to be in, or he at least will be compromised. He's a little hobbled. Still expect a lot more, continue to be ball plays to run through Karl-Anthony Towns. And we expect him to get over his 5.5 assists. You see that, as you can see, plus money in a lot of places. So we like Karl-Anthony Towns to go over 5.5 assists. Our second free Reggie pick for tonight, Stephon Castle, over 7.5 points in the first half. We took him the first quarter last game, and he came up short by the hook, and he easily passed the points in the first half. He's been averaging 10.4 points a game in the first half over his last 9. Hit that in every playoff game, last series and this series for the Spurs. So we like him to do that again. Says Stephon Castle, over 7.5 points in the first half for the Spurs in their game 3 versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. And our third and final from the same game, Ayo Dosunmu, over 13.5 points and assist. Ayo has been out. He should be back tonight. That'll be a big boost for these guys. So expect him to hit this number, assuming he gets in the game. It could be out, but pretty sure he's going to be back in there. He's been averaging 20.9. Anthony Edwards still kind of hobbled, so they both kind of hobbled, but when he gets in, he's going to make an impact. So he like him to go over 13.5 points and assists in his game tonight. All right, to review our 3 NBA Reggie picks, we have Karl-Anthony Towns over 5.5 assists, Stephon Castle over 7.5 points in the first half, and Ayo Dosunmu over 13.5 points and assists. As always, head on over to my winnable.com/ReggiePicks. Sign up for one of the plans and get these and other picks sent directly to your email or your phone. Okay, we're coming off a 3-0, or second 3-0 sweep in the last 3 days. Let's see if we can do it again on this NBA Playoff Friday. Let's go.